Hello all you amazing and wonderful people, welcome back to the channel, IStandAlone Gaming, and today we're going to be playing a new game called Schedule 1. It's been very popular, I see it all over YouTube, and I figured I'd give it a shot myself and see how it went. So I did play it a little bit. As you can see, I am going to start a new game, just to kind of see what I was getting myself into, and I'm going to say I have played a game similar to this before. There's There is Drug Dealer Simulator 1 and Drug Dealer Simulator 2. I only have played the first one. I do think I have the second one in my Steam library. I just haven't played it yet. But yeah, it seems very similar. There are some differences, and I could see how this game is a little bit more popular. But yeah, let's go ahead and hit new game. And we're going to go ahead and overwrite my old one because it was just kind of see how things were going to run. And we'll just do spell today. We're going to go with the prologue just so we can go through the whole ordeal together. So it was definitely a fun experience. I got a little, I don't want to say I was a little addicted there, but it was like, I feel like I always constantly had something to do. So it was like very interesting to see. I like how they almost make you go through the whole process. I feel like in Drug Dealer Simulator or the other one, they streamline the process for you, which makes it a little easier. But in this one, they kind of make you do it a little bit on your own. And yeah. So first thing I want to mention, one of the first things that I would like to show you guys is if you hit shift and click on the item, it will automatically put it down into your bar here. Same thing if you're opening a storage rack and you want to shift click an item on your bar and put it in here, you can just shift click as well. So yeah, definitely very useful to have. So took me, I want to say maybe a half hour before I figured that out, but most games are like that nowadays. But yeah, so the first thing they wanted us to do was to trim the bush here, but we should go ahead and order this guy first, and then we'll go ahead and trim the bush. Go. Pretty much all I got to do is click on all of the little leaves, and it'll pop up for you. Now if you're following along, shows you your little indicator up in the top left there, tells you pretty much what to do. Basically we got to go in here, pack, and like I said, it makes you kind of do everything yourself. So there is an automated process later, but I kind of like how they make you do everything. So very interesting game, definitely not meant for kids, but if you're under like 21, don't fucking play this. All right, I guess we're gonna be, oh no, we gotta drag this to the bar quick. Would help if I followed my own instructions. One other thing I do want to mention, if you say, for example, have an item down here, you could shift click and drag the whole thing. If you shift right click, you drag one. So keep that in mind. So if you left click, you get everything. Right click, you get one. So very useful knowledge, especially when you start having people wanting multiple of products and stuff like that. Respond to customers. Yep. So this little black indicator right here, my mouse isn't showing up on the screen, but the little black indicator over here in the morning basically shows you what time it is currently. See current time right there, 6:31, which means it is in this time slot. So go ahead and pick that time slot. Later we're going to talk about the times and everything else later, but as of right now, we don't need to worry about that. All right, done with that. Talk to Uncle Nelson. Lovely day, ain't it? We're heading up to town for some deals. Would you mind grabbing something for me? Sure. Got business with some fellas down by the motel. Tell them you're here for Nelson's package. No need to pay for anything. If you're looking to pick up any supplies for yourself, just throw them on my tab. There we go. So yeah, that pretty much sums up that. We get to steal his car and drive away. So we're going to be driving into town. You follow the sign there. All we had to do was make the right. And now we just gotta drive to town. Alright. We're in the middle of town. All we gotta do is make some deals real quick. Complete deal. So as I said, it'll actually show you right here. To move a custom amount, right click, drag an item, and scroll to change the amount. What he's saying is you can go over to here. I don't know why it's not letting me do that. It says right click and then scroll. Okay, there we go. Cool. So we're getting the 2 here. Bada bing, bada boom. I think it's a little easier to just click, to be honest. So we come back over to this guy. They show up on your little indicator here. So if you look at the top of the screen, you got that little green indicator. And complete this deal. So like I said, if shift click, you got 2 right there. Bada bing, bada boom. I feel like that's way quicker than the scroll, but whatever works for you guys. It's nice to have the option. Pretty sure this guy wants 3.
What is it?
Oh, just 2. Cool. All done and ready to rock. So the last one obviously is doing the mission for Grandpa, whatever you want to call him, Uncle. There's the police right there. Shh. I don't know what this lady wants. Free sample. Open the contact. Purchase 2 soil from hardware store. Might as well follow the missions real quick. So let's go ahead and purchase 2 soil. Talk to officer will search your inventory from left to right. Click and hold an item to conceal it. You can only conceal 1 item at a time. So if we click and hold that, you can see it kind of fades out, and then you can unclick it, and then say, for example, you had something here, you can click that one as well. Better watch your back. This town won't tolerate scum like you for much longer. Oh God. Out to get me. Stop the hate. Talk about it. Now we got to talk to the uncle's contact over here. Oh yeah? Are you going to pay for it? Oh, Nelly owes us some serious cash. Let him know. Close the tab real soon. Got some seeds and we got pseudo. Interesting. So, drive back to the ranch. Go ahead and hop back in the vehicle. What about you, buddy? Want a free sample? What about you? Huh? You want something? Huh? Huh? You want a little pick me up? Huh? Hmm? Kind of, ooh, almost took out the mailbox. Kind of cool that it automatically changed the camera for you, but it kind of messed me up a little bit, not gonna lie. Alright, so we're gonna drive back to the ranch. Basically, this whole little beginning skit is basically just showing you like the ins and outs of like the beginning stages of the game, where you're doing everything yourself by hand, learning how to grow, learning how to make sales, and you know, give freebies to people and get them hooked. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of Drug Dealer Simulator. I was actually thinking about doing a thing on Drug Dealer Simulator, but maybe, or maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. Everyone seems to be enjoying this one. Haven't really seen anything too crazy yet, but definitely had fun playing it. All right, plant a weed seed in the empty slot. Don't you talk about my slot. Okay, you gotta cut the bag. You click it, and then you press A or D. It'll tilt the bag for you. Like so. You can kind of go back and forth, flip it back upside down, whatever works for you. And then you need to make sure you're pouring some water. Pretty much you just gotta drag the can over to the indicators there. And basically it's the same thing. You click on the can, A and D to tilt the can. And then you do the same thing with the seed. So basically what you do is you click on it, roll it upside down, and you're like, oh no, why is the seed stuck in there? And then you're like, oh, that's why. And you click on these dirts, and now it should be growing. So if you click over 0% grown, see this one's 73% grown, and then obviously follow the mission, go to sleep. Oh shit, it's the fuzz. It's coming right for us. Uh-oh. Uncle Ben, no, why? Alright, so we can go ahead and escape. I think you can skip. Well, maybe you can't skip. But yeah, that takes you to the first location. So that basically was the prologue, the tutorial, if you will. It gives you a decent amount of information, and as you go along, it will continue to give you tutorial tips and stuff like that. But that was basically the start of it. No cash, no product, and no content. You only know one way to make money. Time to get to work. Damn, can't even stay in the lanes, bruh. Look at that, he's driving in the middle of the road. You know, already gonna get yourself in trouble. Oh, I see what you did there. Like how it's like the tree of life circles and stuff inside the one. For those that know that know. And then you kind of get to make your character, so you can make them really big, you can make them really skinny, and you're like, what the hell? He's got nothing to him. I like kind of going right in the middle. We could go a little pudgy. Nah, just kidding. Right in the middle. Gonna do skin color. We'll give him a minor tan. We're gonna be out in the streets all day, right? When we finish that, go hit next. If you're a girl, go ahead and pick a girl. Whatever works for you. Go afro. Oh. You could do the... You gotta turn it this way. Low bun. Eesh. High bun. The messy bob. There we go. That's the look right there, let me tell you. Slide part. Long and curly. I got long hair, so maybe I should go with the messy bob and just kind of wing it, you know? Oh god, it's so bright. Oh god, it just makes it worse every click. I think I'm more of like a darker brown here, so let me go like here, I guess. Light smile, smug, pout, agitated, neutral. Let's go smug. Goatee or facial hair. Ooh, I don't know if I really like that. Let's go goatee. We don't really need wrinkles or freckles. We'll just go next. Eyes. We can do red. Oh my god. Oh, look at them pupils, bro. Pupils. We'll do about 75. Make ourselves look semi-normal. Oh baby. Oh god. Oh, we just walk around with our eyes closed. Hold up. You gotta do like that, right? You gotta. What's up, man? All right, let's do it. Oh man, look at them eyebrows. Oof. You gotta put them down. That's crazy. All right, we'll make it somewhat normal, although it is funny. We'll make them smirk but angry. Give them my money by tomorrow. All right. We don't really got to get too crazy with all this. Maybe we'll just do like a gray shirt. We'll do some blue jeans, maybe, and then like let's do some black boots or something. Black. Do gray here. Next, press done to finalize your character's appearance. All right, and just like that, you get some more missions up on the top left. So, open your phone, press tab, read your messages. Heard you're in some trouble. Best not to talk over the phone. Go find a payphone. You got it. So, make our way outside. Two things you could do. There's a path this way, path this way. Sometimes it's easier to just kind of find the road and go from there. So, as you can see, there's a payphone right there. I'm pretty sure if you follow this way, there's also a payphone right there. It's kind of hard to miss at this point. God damn, good to hear your voice, buddy. Looks like our family luck finally ran out. Feds have got me locked up while I wait for a trial. Glad to hear you managed to slip out, though. Back before I moved to Salina Flats, I used to live out there in Highland Point. Not the nicest town around, but plenty of opportunity for someone in your line of work. If memory serves, I got some cash stashed out there. It ain't much, but it'll be enough to get you back on your feet. You can find stashed Jesus, if I could speak today. All around town. By the town fountain hall, in the canal, and behind the supermarket. Go grab it, head to the RV, and we'll get back from there. So, it shows up on your mini map, as you can see, up in the top. And basically all you gotta do is run and collect all these locations. If you get close enough, it'll pop up on your map here. That it has like a little meter gauge. And like I said, if you shift left click, it'll put the entire thing in your inventory. It should be right here. Yep. Give me all that money, sir. Yeah. And there's one more here by the market. There we go. Head back to the RV. Holy crap. What the hell was that? Investigate the explosion. Don't sound good. So a cool thing is like even though there's trees and stuff here, you can actually run through the trees. Holy crap. Somebody blew up our freaking RV. Welcome to Highland Point. This is our territory. Don't interfere. Eesh. Dude, I had a good fucking plant in there, bro. What the hell? Head back to a payphone yet again. Well, shit. That's not ideal. There's a powerful cartel in town, the Benzies family. Figured they'd eventually be a problem, but didn't think they'd find out this quickly. Looks like you're going to need somewhere low-key to stay for a while. Head over to the motel and ask about getting a room. After that, you're going to need some new equipment. There's a hardware store just northeast of the motel. Grab a grow tent, soil, and water can. Alright, so first things first. Head to the motel. So yeah, it walks you through for pretty much for the most part. Tells you where to go. Puts indicators on your map. And says, hey, go talk to the office manager. You head over here and knock on the door. You're like, yo, I'd like to rent a room, please. Deal. She gave us room 1. Check out the motel room. Boom. Look at all that nice stuff. So it's obviously, a real shit room to start out in. But let's give us a shelf. Alright, so he said northeast. Right? Northeast should be a... I wonder if I can go in here. Should be a hardware store. Okay, so we got Dan's Hardware right here. Alright, I'd like the perkers. So if you look over here to the left, 1 grow tent, boom. 1 soil, boom. Watering can. I don't know if we really need a second one. Unless the first one got blown up. You know what? The first one probably did get blown up, so let's buy that. We're probably going to need plant trimmers again, because I don't see them down here on our bar. So let's go ahead and buy the plant trimmers. Oh, actually we can't. Before we do that, there's one thing that they didn't say, so why wouldn't they tell us? So if you look, our money down here, 300 cash, 100 on a card. We won't be able to afford any of this stuff unless we put some money in the ATM. So we have to go to the ATM actually, deposit, and we could deposit up to 10,000 a week. So I'm just going to go ahead and deposit all of this. As far as I can tell, there's really nothing you need the cash for, other than paying people back. So let's drop all that. We'll do this. Oh, we only need a 1. You know what? We're buying 2. We got the extra money. Means we're going to need 2 soil. We're going to need 2 water. Well, we only need the 1 watering can. We are going to need the plant trimmers. We have 400, right? So we'll just buy this for now. We'll set everything up. I'm going to tell him, probably should tell him to mind his own business, but we'll say agriculture. Then again, if we said drug dealer, maybe he'd be like, yo, let me get some. Let me get some, bro. What are you fucking thinking? Let me get some of that good, you know what I mean? Alright, takes me back to my younger days. Anyway. Place to grow tent, switch it with the soil. So all you gotta do is scroll to your mouse wheel and basically put these in. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop them right here in this corner. And then we're gonna fill it with the soil. Again, you gotta cut, grab, and dump. Same over here. Cut, grab, dump. So I highly recommend starting with 2. It's gonna tell you to start with 1, which is okay. 1's not gonna kill you, but 2 is much better. Especially if you can make it work. So, all right, we gotta talk to Uncle Nelson again. Almost ready to go, but you're missing 1 key ingredient. Obviously, we need the product, right? We'll need to speak to the supplier to get your hands on some seeds. I passed your number on to Albert Hoover, a local weed supplier in town. Send him a message, request a dead drop. I vouch for you, so you won't have to pay up front. Your order will go onto a tab, which you can pay off in the future. Message shows up, Albert Hoover. He's like, hey man, order some shit. You click on the send message down here. You have options. You can either pay off your debt, which we don't have one yet, or you can order. So let's go ahead and order. It says we can order up to 275. So why don't we just place everything that we can, and we'll have to pay him back. All right, we gotta wait 265 minutes, or 265 seconds, because basically every second in real life is 1 minute in this game. So if fulfilled, depending on the size of the order, supplier will message you when it's ready. There's not really much we can do other than wait. There is a few little fun things you could do here if you want to just pass some time. You can see the time still going over on the left hand side there. And just kind of fool around, do some tomfoolery. Bump, 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 bump. I'm pretty good at this, you know what I mean? Gee, just jump over a cactus. All you gotta do is jump. Ooh, that was a little early. Early. Oh god. I didn't want to restart. Oh well, guess we're doing it one more time. I want to get over 2,000. Let's go. Didn't make it. Alright, so hit escape. We got about another 150 seconds to go. Bunch of games there if you want to check that out, but I think we're just gonna take a stroll and just check on some things. Another cool thing you could do, make some extra cash, is you can actually drop some trash in this thing. More trash the better. But basically, put some stuff in there and it's like, ooh, here's some money. And you can pretty much do that unlimitedly as long as you have stuff to put in there. So sometimes it's nice to just kind of have this open. There is easier ways to collect trash later, but for now, this is really the only way you can do it. So as far as I know, it should stay there until the till you hit the green button. So you can make money while you're waiting if you really want to. It doesn't give you crazy amounts of money. I don't think it's really like worth the effort sometimes, but if you are, you know, short of money in any aspect, or like you run out of product and now you don't have money to buy more product or something like that, this is a viable option to kind of make sure that you have enough money to, you know, continue the sales process. You know what I'm saying? Things I've noticed is it usually drops around the casino over here. All the way behind the laundromat, so it's actually not where it usually is. Go figure. Make me a liar. Police curfew starting soon. And shift click. Put everything in your inventory. One thing I recommend is not having whatever illegal substance in the very start of your items there. One reason, when the police come through and actually like search you, the first item is the one that will be searched first. You do have some time, but if you're not really like prepared, it can easily be one of the things that kind of mess you up. So let's go ahead and sow our seeds. There we go. Needs water. Just got to fill this bad boy up. Go. Very nice, very nice. Now, again, if you get tired of using something, you can go ahead and drop these down. If you want to use your speed grow, you can. You shouldn't really need it. Buy a trash bag from the hardware store. We're going to use it just because. Basically what it does is increases your growth by 50%. There you go. As you can see, 62. Harvest a weed plant when it's fully grown. What we can do while we're waiting, go ahead and sleep. We didn't earn anything, unfortunately, but it's what it is. If you click on the little intercom thing here, it saves the game. And yeah, so this one should be grown. We can go ahead and grab these. Go ahead and harvest. There we go. And we're going to need some more materials. So we're going to have to run back down to the hardware store down here. First things first, we need a packaging station. We're going to need some baggies. Go ahead for 20. Good start. And obviously right here it says we need trash bags. So we're going to buy 5 trash bags. Purchase. Go. Run back to the room. First thing we're going to do is take the trash out. Go. And drop the trash bags off here. Now again, if you get bored, go ahead and play some basketball. Blink. Now, usually if you fill up a trash bag like that, it does give you a little bit more money. It really depends on the contents of the bag, so just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and place down our packaging station. Drop in these, and let's pack. There we go. Package 3. List OG Kush on sale. Go ahead and finish all these. Alright. Escape. Tab. Think products. And then you click on this guy. And where it says there's a little icon underneath the asking price here on the top right. It says list for sale. Make sure you hit the check. Clearly it's on for sale now. And then it says schedule your first deal. So we have somebody message us already. He wants 3. So when you have somebody message you, there's a few things you can do. You can hit yes, which would basically just you accepting the price and the amount for $135. Or you can hit no, not give them anything. Say, for example, you don't have anything to give them. Or you can counter offer. So you can basically go in here and it goes, okay, well, I'm going to try to give you 4. It'll tell you a fair price. And then you can kind of up the price a little bit. Now, if you go over the fair price, there is a chance that they'll say no. But yeah. So we're going to go ahead and do afternoon. And there's a reason. I'm going to show you why in just a second. So we're going to wait a little bit and we're going to go ahead and deliver this. One thing you can do is as you use products, they're going to drop on the floor here. You can go ahead and pick all these up, throw them in the trash. Like I said, it does become easier to pick up later. But yeah, for now, it's the only way you know how to do it. So pick it up, throw it away. As you can see, it fills up the trash can. So yeah. All right, so one of the reasons we picked the next daytime is basically if you come to this location, right? You're waiting for somebody to show up here. It would help if we had the product on us. There you go. Back. So as the timer comes up and you are here early, sometimes you can talk to him. I'm going to wait till 12 exactly, actually. But basically our scheduled time is 12 to 6. But if you come and talk to him, come on, and sell him what he needs early, you'll see that you get a bonus, quick delivery bonus of $14, which is 10%. Now there is another opportunity where you can get a higher percentage, but we'll be discussing that a little later. So 4, boom. As you can see, 160 there, 16 quick delivery. So yeah, if the quicker you get to people during the day, the better off you'll be. But yeah, just one little tip so far. Here, Joyce. So if you look at your map here, we got a potential customer, which is Donna, who is actually our kind of our boss here. Well, not our boss, but she rents us the room. We'll give her a free sample. New customer unlocked. Our other plant should be ready to go. Go ahead and grab this bad boy. Go, 8 buds, pick this up, throw this out, boom. Throw these in here. Why we got so many bags, boom. Kobe. That's in there. Come on, what are you doing? What? What do you do? Stick to the door? Hey, son, can I get one? Shit. I guess. And the secondary time that you can make some extra money, let's go ahead and hit yes, is if you do it at night or late night. I highly prefer late night. I'll tell you why in a little bit. I'll show you probably, hopefully, if we get another deal going. But basically, if you do late night, I try to put all my pickups at late night. Because if you do them all at that same time, and you can actually fill them all, thing is like it does not expire. For whatever reason, time stops at 4 in the morning. But if you look, the timer goes from 12 to 6. So if you timer stops at 4, you'll never run out of time, essentially. So the things that do happen at 4 o'clock is basically your plant stop growing, and there's a few other minor factors that stop happening. But for the sales of the customers and stuff, nothing happens. You don't get any kind of negative effects for selling a little after that. So very interesting to have and to know. So we are going to purchase some more bags. We're going to purchase some more foil, and we're going to get ready for another load of stuff. So let's go ahead and deposit. We're going to do 300 deposit. Okay. Head back over here. So we're gonna buy 6 soil for now. We're gonna buy 40 bags. We're gonna end up needing it eventually anyway, so might as well get some extra. And this trash grabber is what I was talking about, where you can make your life a little easier. So what happens is if you have this thing, it's only 20 bucks. See, I purchased it already. You equipped it, and you go to pick up, it automatically picks it up and puts it in a little bin on your left hand side here. So you can go through and pick all this stuff up. And you're like, oh man, I'm tired of seeing all this trash all over. Right? You can pick all this stuff up. If you look down at number 6 down there on our action bar, it tells us that we're at 60%. So basically you can keep picking stuff up indefinitely up until it says 100%. So once it says 100%, you're like, oh man, I can't really pick up anything else. Well, you head over here, avoid the police, open this up, jump on in, and you can dump the stuff directly into here, and then boom, free money. So yeah, pretty cool. And in here, you can also do the same stuff with your items on our floor. You can go ahead and, dump everything into the trash bin as well. So yeah, makes things pretty easy. So let's go ahead and jump in here, give it 20 bags. We're gonna go ahead and plant some more soil. There we go. Get up in there. Oh yeah. Oh. Cut up right here. Boom. So yeah. Pick those up. Grab the seeds. Sow the seeds. There we go. Sow the seed. Gotta make sure we water everything. Ooh, the backflip. Come on. There we go. So now we have 2 new plants growing. I like keeping the seeds in here because we already have the push on us. I usually keep the extra bags in here, keep the extra soil in here, and I usually carry the rest of the stuff. Doesn't hurt to have, as far as I know, it doesn't hurt to have the trash thing on you, even if you pick up something that's technically illegal. However, I try to keep 1 or 2 items that are illegal, preferably 1, because if you do ever happen to get searched, it's a lot easier to hide when you have less of the item. Might become more difficult as the game progresses and you want to make a more and more product, but one of those things that you have to accomplish. So yeah, I think this is a very good stopping point. I feel like it's been a very good, we should probably actually go do that last thing. Let's go ahead and save it real quick. But I think this is a very good stopping point, very good introduction to the game. And I think we're going to be doing some more of this. I've enjoyed playing it. I know it's popular, and yeah, there's no reason not to. So, but with that being said, if you want to see more of this series, go ahead and let me know in the comments and leave a like. Lets me know that you guys want to see more of this. But with that being said, Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. I really hope to see you in the next video. Take care.